Welcome, everybody, to a snowed-in version of Two Guys, One Moop. I'm Fuzzzo. I'm joined, as always, with Mr. Brando. And we are going to talk today about some fun shit. And, yes. How are you today? How was your snowy fucking neck of the woods?
Wicked fucking garbage, man.
I bet.
Wicked fucking garbage.
You guys got what, like 3 foot?
Where some of the snowdrift was on my deck was about 3 feet. Up my driveway was 2 feet.
I think at max we got 10. Not 10 feet, 10 inches.
Oh, 10 inches.
Yeah. Got to thinking about that. I was like, Peter.
Yeah.
No, I think at max we got like throughout, starting on, what was it, Saturday? Yeah. Starting on Saturday, ending today, I think we got a total of 10. And it sucked ass. It was definitely bad, but luckily I live in a place where they plow the streets pretty quickly. Shoveling the driveway sucked, but other than that, wasn't too bad.
Yeah, unfortunately, I live in New York, where no matter where you are in New York, they don't know how to fucking handle snow, even though we're in a snowy region. So I guess their philosophy is just fuck everybody, and once it stops, then we'll try. But
so is that how they handle it usually in New York? They wait till the snow stops before they take care of it at all?
Yeah, pretty much. And that's gonna have me get into that's gonna segue into my angry rant in a little bit, and then segue into the Moops, Amanda.
So
hell yeah. That.
Well, hell yeah, man. That sounds exciting, and I can't wait to fucking hear all that. So I am going to hit you with something. Since we have a tiny bit of time before we get into the regularly scheduled programming, I want to see if you, because you inspired me last night, I want to see if you want to play 2 rounds of a game.
What game?
It's called Finish the Song.
Oh, God. See, you know what's funny is I'm really fucking bad at on the spot shit like that.
Okay.
Notice how like during this whole podcast that we've ever done, I can fucking know the insides, outsides, upsides, downsides, everything about a fucking specific comic book run, and then I'm just like, you're like, yeah, who wrote that? I'm like,
okay. Well, then not this week, but either next week or the week after. I want to play a 5-round game with you that's called Finish the Song. Because I think that would be really, really fun. But we'll put a stipulation on it, and we'll do 90s tunes only.
90s tunes only, okay.
And it can be any genre of music from the 90s.
Any?
We'll go with any, yes. I'll do my best. I will do my best.
Okay.
You just inspired me last night. I've been thinking about it all day. I was like, you know what, dude, that might actually be kind of fun to kind of turn it into a game. And I think that would be a good idea. And I was also telling Nicole about it last night, and she was like, well, what songs did you guys do? I was like, it was primarily Third Eye Blind songs.
Just for context, randomly last night I was like, hey, Fuzz, finish this. I wish you would step out from that ledge, my friend.
And I did finish said lyrics.
Yep.
So, but yeah, I'm going to bring that shit full circle, and we're going to do it on the pod. Have fun.
Sweet, man. I dig it.
Hell yeah. I'm trying to think of if anything interesting happened this week that's noteworthy of talking about or capable to be talked about on said show.
It's kind of been a fucking snowy shit week.
I was gonna say, man, nothing's really fucking going on. I mean, I've been off work since Saturday, and I've done everything in my power not to do anything.
I'm so sorry. This is gonna drive me nuts. I got to turn my heater off. It's blowing right in my face.
You're fine, man. Oh, no buts. No buts this week, ladies and gents. No buts. Lots of people gonna be disappointed.
Why?
Because there were no cheeks.
Oh.
I think at this point,
happy to oblige. Here, I'll show you guys my scar. See my scar? And there's a boo-boo.
Ooh.
There you go. There's the cheekus.
I was gonna say, because majority of the time, every single time you've got up in the recording of this pod, that your ass has come out in your form.
No, one day I'll let you see my scar for real. You want to know how I got these scars? I got a pretty fucking gnarly scar on my back that goes down to pretty much my butthole.
Really?
Yeah, from a surgery where they removed a tumor
A
from
tumor.
my lower spinal column and tailbone.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Big one or just tiny?
Well, it's from like the top of my ass crack, a little bit higher, to my butthole. So like,
Damn, that's pretty big fucking.
3 layers deep, 300 stitches, buddy.
Holy fuck. How was it pooping after that?
Well, it's above my asshole, so it's fine.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's above your asshole. Like, is it into the crack of your ass?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, that's danger zone. You got a splatterhouse, dude. That's danger zone.
Well, I do remember because all the post-surgery discharge, every time I'd sit down on the toilet,
Oh.
it would just like explode and sound
Oh,
like I
I
was
see.
peeing.
Oh.
So, yeah, anal seepage.
Anal seepage. Stuff they talk about on the medicine commercial.
That's right. But
I always wondered what that was when I was a kid. Now I know.
Now you know.
Now I know.
It's a good time. It's a fucking very good time. Fun fact, I also have a scar on my penis.
For real. Should I even ask?
Yeah, you know what? We'll save that story for next week.
Okay. Well, scar
Not
penis.
too exciting, but it's a little crazy.
Yeah.
Too crazy.
Oh, I mean, any scar on a member is usually a pretty interesting story. I would have to assume.
She used teethus. No.
Yeah, right.
No, it's not that.
She used the teethus.
It's not
She
that.
butt-featured my shit. But yeah, man. So scars and fucking snow and all kinds of fun shit, man. All kinds of fun.
Speaking of, we had such an outpouring of people that entered our giveaway, and by so many, I mean one.
Right.
And it was exactly who we said it was going to be. It was panel surfing.
Mr. Panel Surfing.
And basically we're going to throw a few bullshit things together, just send out like a nice little, hey, what's up? You won, good job. And the whole premise behind it was that you had to call a significant other or your parents, whatever, a moop.
A fucking Amanda.
I'm sorry, a fucking Amanda.
Yes.
A moop or a fucking Amanda.
Yes, either or.
Film it secretly and then throw it on here.
Mm-hmm.
So he did it. He won, of course. He was the first one to send it to me, so he won. And the funny thing is I have an iPhone. He has an Android. And when you send shit via Android to iPhone or vice versa, unless it's on specific apps that he tried, it didn't work. This guy tried so hard to get this video to me in good quality.
Right.
But it didn't. So when we put it in the show, it's going to be horrendous fucking quality, and it's also going to be sideways.
Right. And that will go in right about...
Hey, look at my... You don't like him? Wait, let me see here. Let me see him. Let me see him. No, come on. Let me see him. Let me see him. Are you still feeling a little... Well, I'm just saying. Yeah. Well, can I be honest with you? Can I be honest, like for real? You've been acting like a fucking Amanda.
What does that mean?
You've just been acting like a real fucking Amanda lately.
What does that mean?
You know, like...
Fucking Amanda.
And we're back.
And we're back. Hey, look at that. Ha 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 ha.
Also, because he's just a funny fucking guy and he wanted to throw together a little something for us, we're going to enter a honorable mention from our boy Russ, Super Russ.
Yes. Super Russ 9,000.
And that's going to go in right around...
Diana, I swear, did you eat the last of the chips again? You're such a freaking moop sometimes. No. Just, baby, calm down.
Yes.
Great. And then, ladies and gentlemen,
Ooh.
y'all get to see how it's really done in this household, because I obviously didn't enter my own giveaway, but I'm not
Right.
going to fucking have rules to a giveaway or say to do something or people should do it if I don't do it myself. So
True.
you're going to see how it happens with me and my wife, and that's going to be around here.
So what are you doing anyway? You're doing your taxes now.
Yes, I have to add my deductions.
You're adding your deductions all right now.
Sometime.
But you had like all year to put in your receipts and do all that.
I've been busy.
Busy doing what? Being a giant fucking moop?
Well, it's better than being a giant fucking dildo.
I'm a giant fucking dildo?
Aren't you?
I don't know, honey. Moop is probably worse than a giant dildo.
How is a moop worse than a dildo?
Are you kidding me? Moop is like the lowest you can go. A dildo actually goes inside of a vagina or an ass, so that's still winning.
Fine, you're Amanda.
I'm an... Oh, God. She just called me... All right. Shots fired. Thanks. Dickhead.
Wait. And that, boys and girls, is how it gets done.
That is how you do it.
Yep.
Booyah.
So thank you for all of you who participated, aka panel surfing, and then Russ to make me laugh. I appreciate that always.
Absolutely. Russ is the best, dude. He's
Russ
so fucking
is the
great.
best, man.
And if you're
can't wait.
If you're not watching that dude's channel at this point, dude,
You're
like
a douche.
So much content, dude. He does like daily fucking random reads. He does video game playthroughs. He's been playing Assassin's Creed here lately.
Plus his TikTok's fucking hysterical.
There you go. See? TikTok Nation.
That's right, baby.
Everybody doing the TikToks. Even you're getting into the TikTok Nation.
You know what it is? It's a challenge now because like I have gone, I'm not talking about Facebook.
Right.
But on I used to have a YouTube channel that was devoted to something else. This was years ago. This was like my freshman year of college. So I have gone viral on Instagram. I have gone viral on YouTube. I went viral once on Vine.
Nice.
And all that's left, man, is TikTok. I got to go viral at least once.
You got to do it, man. You got to do it.
Yeah.
I remember when Vine was really, really big, and I thought they were super funny, so I downloaded the app, and I tried to use it like one time, and it was that weird hold to record, stop to stop, hold to record shit. I'm fucking so retarded. I couldn't figure it out. I was like, I don't get this. And
that shit came out so long ago. That shit, to me, if you looked at my search, like right when I downloaded the app, you saw like my search history. Pretty much hasn't changed since I was like a teenager when Vine came out. It was literally tits, nipple slip, ass, titties with 2 Ds. Like this app doesn't allow nudity. It's fucking whack.
DIDDIES.
Yeah.
Titties.
But
yeah, no, I never.
Much...
It'll be interesting when you go viral on TikTok. We'll throw a party.
I don't know. TikTok's really difficult to go viral. So, I mean,
really?
For me, come on. Like, who gives a fuck to see what I do? Honestly, I'm not a sexy woman. Man. I'm not a smart guy. I'm not somebody fucking that's clever enough to do something funny, and I'm just not gonna get political like some of the political posts do. Just I don't know.
Man, there's a lot of those on there. Holy Christ! I never realized. Like, I used to think Twitter was the political social media site. I really did. It is not, dude. It's TikTok. Yeah. TikTok is the political fucking social media platform.
All I'm gonna say is, after watching TikToks on both sides, both of you need to go sit in your fucking corner. You're both wackadoos, man.
Wow.
Extremes extreme conservative, extreme liberal. You're both
Extreme
fucking
liberal, yeah.
like. I'm sorry, you are both equal in my book as like wackadoos. Okay, you got some
Dude.
really strange conspiracy theories. Invoking Article 25 or blah, 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 blah. Like, just
Dude.
stop it.
It's one of them things, dude. Like I used to do on YouTube when I first discovered YouTube. I'd fall down like cat video wormholes or animal videos and spend 4 hours there, man. Now it seems like you can fall into the political TikTok wormhole and watch that shit for 4 hours.
I try
And
not
that's-
to. I just stick
Well-
to TikTok for cats and thoughts. And yeah.
I stick to everything for cats.
Mm.
Everything is just, and people are making some great cat content. I just want the
They
world
really
to
are.
know. Oh my God. I saw one the other day. It was like, you know how people do that bounce challenge where they bounce and they change into like a different outfit?
Oh yeah.
This dude bounced and changed himself into a cat.
Oh, and of course, Ricky Berwick. I watch a lot of Ricky Berwick.
It's because Ricky Berwick's a man.
I'm sorry that I cried at that one that one he did. You know, and they're like, this filter lets you see how other people see you.
Oh my! I didn't see his.
You didn't see his? Oh, I don't want to ruin it, but I also shouldn't say because like people don't know who Ricky Berwick is, and if I say this, they're just gonna be like, "Oh, you're a piece of shit." So I'm gonna try to find it and send it to you. And dude,
Okay.
I was literally fucking crying because I didn't see Ricky Berwick since his Facebook days, and I shut down Facebook a while ago. So
Oh no!
when I saw
everywhere, man.
when I saw that was the first one of his. I saw scrolling. I'm like, is this Ricky Berwick? And then when he did that, I was crying.
Dude, some of those are really fucking funny. I saw one with like a dude that had. I saw it on Instagram because, of course, everybody now that you can do those Instagram reels, they just import their TikToks onto Instagram. And I saw one where a guy did it. He only had one leg, and he was standing up, and he did it, and like it said that he looked like a tree from a cartoon or some shit. I was fucking dying.
Yeah, there's some funny people with really good senses of humor on there, man. I like it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a lot less. What's the word I'm looking for?
Twatty?
Yeah, there you go. I mean, it seems like a lot more people have
cuntish.
Cunty. No, I mean, it just seems like I don't know, man. It's one of those things where it's like you always look for the sense of humor and shit sometimes, and a lot of people don't find the humor in a lot of shit anymore. But like then you find those gems where like people are just able to see something and just laugh at themselves, and you're just like, okay, it does still exist. This is great. So, and that's one of my favorite things about Ricky Berwick, is because like if you know who he is, you get it. If you don't know who he is, you won't get it. But
not only that, the dude's sponsored by fucking everything. He makes millions of dollars. He's good. He's good.
Dude, his cat videos are fucking hilarious.
Oh fuck yeah, I love his cat. The only thing that like, never mind. Anyway, we agreed on something that we were like, we can't watch that he does.
Yeah, the eating. I can't do the eating when he eats.
Yeah. And it's not even that I get grossed out by it. It doesn't gross me out. It's just, I don't know. I just, when I like, because he puts it really up close to his face. I don't really like watching people eat up close. Like, and he purposely does the open mouth thing.
Yeah. Well, see, I live in a household where, my wife is irritated by the sound of eating. Period. Like she has that, whatever that medical thing is, where like if you hear somebody chew, she like hates it and she's pissed off. And I have to like not pay attention when I eat. So sometimes like I'll be eating and I'll open my mouth when I chew. And so like over the course of us being together, like as many times as I've got yelled at for eating too loud, like I can't do people eating.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like, okay, I can't do it because I'm scared someone's gonna start shouting.
I'm the same way with mouth breathing. It really bothers me. And the funny story with this, real quick, is for years, like whenever my wife is sick, I always take care of her as best as I can, accommodate. Right. But for some reason, I just get so like fucking annoyed. And that I don't mean to, and it makes me feel like a douchebag. And she's always like, you're always so fucking annoyed when I'm sick. I can't help it. I get sick. And I'm like, I don't know what it is. Like, I'm like, here's your fucking soup. Here's your fucking soup I made you. Here's your fucking tea. Ran you a fucking bath. I love you. like I never knew why. Then one day it dawned on me because she got sick, and she was already, and we were laying in bed to go to sleep.
Right.
And then I'm just like this, and then it hit me. I went, "You fucking mouth breathe when you're sick." That was maybe a couple years ago for us. So 10 years deep into the relationship, I was like, that's it.
Mouth breathing.
I fucking hate mouth breathers, man. They bother me, man.
I can understand that, man. I used to work with a guy that fucking, he had something, I don't know if it was like a deviated septum or something like that, but like, that's just how he breathed. And anytime he would be close to me and he would be talking, just like, because he would get like super excited about shit. He would get like you'd talk to him about sports and shit like that, and he would just get like overexcited, and he's like, da, da, da. Like, oh god, stop.
It's gonna make me sound like such a piece of shit. But back in like 2006, right? So I just broke up from a long-term relationship with my girlfriend. I was ready, to go out and find love, aka just smash and bounce and fucking hit and run. And there was this girl that like I was talking to online.
Oh my god.
And like we connected. It was great. So we met up, and like I saw pictures of her, so I already knew that she had this going. The
oh, she had the underbite or over? Is it an overbite?
Underbite. The underbite. Like the Habsburg. And that didn't bother me. I'm like, whatever. Right. She's a really nice girl. Like, I'm not that fucking shallow. I'm not going to date somebody that has an underbite.
Right. It's about to get good.
But the problem was when she had an underbite, and she was a mouth breather.
Oh my god!
So, and that I tried so hard, but here's the kicker. So we went out to fucking eat somewhere, and I was noticing it more, and I'm just like, okay, try not. Don't come on, man. Don't do this. Don't be that guy. Don't do this. But then my parents were out of town, so we went back to my house to watch a movie. We weren't gonna do anything. So, and I play the movie, and it was, I forgot what movie it was. It was one of the fucking Lord of the Rings movies. And you know how like in the Lord of the Rings, how they have really long moments of like silence.
Of silence. Yep.
So I thought in my head, I was like, you know what? I think I'm hearing shit, but dude, this did it. I couldn't do it anymore. So because she had the underbite and she was a mouth breather, every time she fucking took a breath in or out, I know it was like.
So it's like extra wind added to
and like whistly, and I'm just like, I can't do this. So anyway,
so
she
how did that date wrap up?
Well, it wrapped up, and I was nice too because she actually lived a few towns over, and we're at that age, 2006. I was 18. Right. I gave her gas money and everything because she drove over. Mm-hmm. And I gave her gas money. I was like, all right, thank you for coming. She's like, oh, you can come by maybe tomorrow if you want. I'm like, yeah, I'm busy. And she's like, oh, the next week. I was like, nah, I'm busy all week. She's like, how about next week? I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to front with this. Like, this just isn't working out. And
what's your problem?
Really? I thought we connected.
Well, you did all right, but you're fucking.
I don't know where. I don't know what came over me. And I said, no, what needs to be connected is you need to reconnect your jaw and your mandibles so you don't fucking whistle when you breathe.
Oh, hopefully this was after you gave her the gas money.
Because I'm such a douche. I can't fucking do it anymore. And that came out, and I felt so bad.
Did she give you like the wide eye? Did you get the?
She didn't say anything, so she huffed. I just heard walking back to the car, the fucking door slammed, and that was it. Oh God. But, so if you're out there if you're out there and you're watching, I am so sorry. And I said that to your face. I should have just said it to you in text like a good millennial.
Oh my god, I can't believe you said that like right you were.
I can't help it. I'm so fucking dude, that is like a sickness I have. I try so hard not to say something, or like I try to say it, and you know me, I'm like so fucking brutally honest sometimes that it's oftentimes a real big fucking foot and mouth thing.
Well, I wonder if like you do it because like it's one of those like brain things where like you focused on it for what fucking almost 3 hours because every Lord of the Rings movie is almost 3 fucking hours. So I wonder if you focus the fucking time.
Chinese water torture.
Yeah. And so by the end of the date, you just couldn't hold it anymore. You just were like, "Fuck off."
Oh.
That's
Dude,
fucking amazing.
I don't know, and I'm usually pretty tactful and political, but sometimes I just can't fucking hold it, and that's happened quite a few times. And you know, I regret. I don't. Well, fuck that. I don't regret things I say, but I regret how I maybe had delivered it. Like she was a very nice person. I should have been a little bit more.
You could have churched it up a little bit. You
Yeah,
made
but
it not
at this end of the day, because this made me think about it. And this is going to segue in. You know why, ladies and gentlemen? Because next week we're going to do the song thing, and Fuzz remind me of my penis story. And then remember I told you about my funny story about how when I got like really terrible self-esteem.
Yes.
Okay, we're going to talk about my dating history, and maybe you can throw in a couple horrendous dates. But yeah.
Yeah.
So that's that. That's that. I got a really awesome one too that
Mine are pretty fucking short, I promise.
Oh yeah, well we'll get into it. So that's going to be next week's episode. I'm excited. I'm excited for that.
Oh, that's going to be fun. That's going to be a good ass time.
All sucks. Well, go ahead.
No, what were you going to say?
I was just going to segue into the next segment. I said all this sucks, which reminds me of our sucks to suck of the week.
Yep.
I have one. From last night, and also we got her. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. I feel so bad. I always talk so fucking much, and I talk more than Fuzz because I can never shut the fuck up. And I didn't intend for this to happen, but our good friend. Hold on, let me just double check to make sure that he didn't
anonymous himself.
You know what?
I'm anonymous it anyway.
I'm gonna anonymous it anyway because I actually forgot to ask. I said, "So shall I read that next week?" He said, "Yes." Figures a great sucks to suck, although it's really long.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot to ask, like, do you want it anonymous? Because I always ask, do you want this read? Yes. Would you like to be anonymous? No, it's fine. So you know what? I'm just gonna keep it anonymous. And if he wants us to say it was him or her,
right,
next week, then sure.
Right.
So shall I start?
You shall start, sir.
Okay.
Tongue in the teeth in the lips.
First and foremost, apologies for this first part. Okay. My wife's grandfather passed away last weekend. Natural causes. He was 98. So we had to fly down to Texas for the services.
Yes.
We get to the airport last Thursday, 2 hours before, ready to go. We get on the plane and everything is cool. However, 30 to 40 minutes into the flight, the captain comes on and states there's an issue with some mechanical aspect of the plane. Don't remember exactly. There's a generator or something like that. And we had to fly back to Chicago for everyone's safety. Now, everyone is freaking out on the plane, and it didn't help that we had mad turbulence when we landed back in Chicago. A lot of butt cheeks were clenched.
Yeah, I bet.
They sent us to another terminal, and I run because we were going to land in Texas and head straight to the wake, which started at 3, and we were to land at 4. Ooh. Unfortunately, the next flight was not until 8-something p.m., which would make us miss the wake.
Right.
This obviously upset my wife, and I am trying to figure out if we can drive or take another flight, but the problem was that they live in border town. I'm going to leave the name out of the town. In Texas, and even if I drove from Houston, it would take 5 hours to get there. Texas is fucking huge.
Yes, it is.
We were stuck taking the later flight, and we're waiting on board the plane when they stated that the plane had maintenance problems and would be down for a couple hours. We then had to go to another terminal where we finally boarded and flew to Houston. When we landed, I discovered that my fucking shoe had broke. By the way, he sent me a picture of this. Totally. All right, it's a he. I'm totally sending it to you so you can add it in because it's fucking hilarious.
I gotta see it.
It's funny to laugh at now. Okay. Luckily, I had a pair of Converse in my carry-on, threw the broken shoes away. We waited in Houston till our flight, and we boarded a smaller plane. So small, our carry-ons had to be put under the plane. It was raining, and we could think of. It was raining, and all we could think of is we are on the La Bamba plane.
Holy shit!
There was turbulence, but we made it safe. We finally reached our destination.
Good.
At around 9:45. And we went right to the car rental service. I got a car from Hertz. The lady there stated that their system went down and was unable to get the car unless we had a breakdown of the charges. We brought a package from Priceline. We bought a package from Priceline, and they showed us a statement of the total cost. I had to call Priceline, and they stated that they could not send me a breakdown, and I was about to say, fuck it, refund me, and I'll get a car next door. My wife then told me they didn't have any cars, so I had to flip my script and explain to the lady the shitty day that we had, and then I had to verbally rely on the info from Priceline to Hertz lady in order to get a paper contract, and they placed a $300 hold to finally get my car.
Jesus.
We had finally made it to the hotel after 10 p.m. after starting our day at the airport at 8 a.m. Oh, that is not the end of the story, boys.
Oh my God.
So we returned this past Sunday, and we're at the airport ready to leave, and they announced a weather delay for an hour. This was already cutting into our connecting flight to Chicago and Houston time in half. By the time we landed the plane and got our bags, we had to run from Terminal B to Terminal E, which was on the other side of the airport, and they were already loading passengers. We ran, went up an escalator, had to run to a tram, jumped in crazy, and everyone was looking at us. LOL. Run down more escalators and run through all of C to E to reach our terminal, which of course is the last one. I'm running with both carry-ons with the wife behind when all of a sudden one of those driving carts pull up with my wife and he says, "Jump in, thank God." I threw the bags and he took us the rest of the way while they were calling our names on the intercom to load or be left. Luckily we made it, tipped the guy, and the flight was so packed we had to check in our carry-ons. We made it back to Chicago with no other incidents and have been recuperating ever since.
Holy fuck.
Sucks to suck, man.
Yes, it does. Holy shit. Because, like,
Pretty rough.
If you've never experienced airport panic before, airport panic is like 20,000 times worse than any other panic in the world. Like, I vowed to stop going to airports with my mother when I was like 11 because her airport panic got so bad that she would run me over with the fucking carry-on, even though we were like an hour there. We were there an hour before our flight was supposed to leave. She would still fucking panic. So it does suck to suck, but I'm glad that you guys made it. I'm glad that you got everything you got and taken care of. Glad you're home safe and recuperating.
Yes, sir. And I can't wait till everyone sees your awesome fucking shoe, because I'm sorry I laughed really hard at that, because it's now in the past, so I can laugh about it.
Right, of course. I'm sure he was probably laughing once it was all settled.
Oh, probably. So that's his.
He might have been laughing as it happened.
That's his sucks to suck for this week. Mine happened last night. It's pretty quick.
What's yours?
So we got fucking bombed with snow, like a lot of other places did. However, I have to go to work regardless of the weather.
Yep. Same.
And the issue is my driveway. I live on like the side of a mountain.
Right.
And my driveway is 10,000 square feet.
Right.
And it wraps like this. It's like
serpent. So it's
serpent.
Okay. It's like a snake.
Yes. Snake. I'm a
like
snake.
Like a little snake. I'm so glad that you get it.
So, what had happened was, I'm like okay with this because I had one plow guy that can plow my driveway, and then he fucking sucked. And he
Right.
didn't plow and fucked up. So I had to get another plow guy that was like, yeah, I could totally do it. Well, we had like a fuck ton of snow and he couldn't make it up because, well, this is what happened. He actually got stuck
Oh shit.
where he was at. And he came hours later to try, and so much accumulated that with his truck, with that much, because he's supposed to do 2 passes, he couldn't make it up.
Right.
So now my driveway's shot. So
Yeah.
on my street, I am the only house on like a fucking 4 mile. My road is like 4 miles long. Actually, I'm
Right.
full of shit. My road is 7 miles long, and I am in my county the only house on that road that has parking, like that's like street side.
Okay.
So I'm like, all right, at least I have that because I can, we can park our cars there and then walk up.
Right.
Well, let me tell you, that walk up and down that driveway in general sucks. It's
Oh, yeah.
extremely. Oh, I'm sorry. It's serpent, and it's extremely fucking steep.
Inclined.
Extremely.
Yeah.
Extremely. So I get home last night after being outside working in the snow all day long.
Right.
It took me forever to get home, not because of the snow, because I got a Wrangler and I throw that shit
Right.
fucking, my 4-wheel drive. I'm good to go, and I know how to drive in snow, no problem. I'm not bombing anywhere. I can take it easy and drive and get from point A to point B, and I always have ample time and plan ahead.
Yeah.
We'll get to that later. So the issue, I park at the bottom, grab all my shit, and I trek through 2 feet of snow, uphill, serpentine, 10,000 square feet. And I'm fucking smoked. I get in my house. I take my boots off. I'm drenched. The snow is up to my fucking knee.
Yeah.
Take off my clothes. I'm like out of breath. Literally, everything's off. I'm wearing my fucking underwear and a t-shirt. I go into the bedroom, say hi to my wife, whatever, talking. I'm venting. I'm bitching. I'm this motherfucker, just fucking. And then I realize, I look down, and I'm like, "Where's my phone?" I had a phone in my hand, but it was my job phone. So my wife's calling it. I'm calling. I'm like looking upstairs, downstairs. I'm like, it's in the car. It's in the fucking car.
Oh.
And here's the hysterical part of it. So I have my job phone. And you'd think that if my job needed me to come in,
They would call your job phone.
okay, but they don't. So
Right.
they
Because
call
that makes sense.
my phone, and I'm required to have both phones on me at all times.
Right.
So I had to fucking go downstairs, put clothing back on, walk down my driveway, slipping, sliding, falling.
Yeah, I was gonna
Get
say
my-
because you had to have been slipping and sliding on that fucking incline going down
Grabbed
with
my
all that
fucking
snow.
phone and made the trek back up again. Oh, and it's still snowing at this point, so I'm getting snowed on. Everything sucks.
Oh my god.
So that is a double dippy whammy bammy, and cut into my
Sucks to suck.
jammy time. And let me tell you, that sucks to suck, big time.
Yeah.
Big
Fuck
time.
yeah, dude.
And I'm
I
gonna tell
actually
you,
don't have one this week because I haven't left the house hardly.
like I'm having one right now, actually, and it's repercussions because I twisted. This is gonna look weird, but I have to do this because my leg just cramped up horribly right now. So don't mind me. I'm not even making this shit up. The fucking back of my fucking quad is my hammy's going fucking nuts.
Your hammy went nuts. Ooh.
Oh, yeah. All right, so I'm just gonna sit like
Zoink.
this.
Hey, if it's comfortable, fucking rock it, man.
All right, so that's my sucks to suck moment.
Jesus.
Really, really quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Anything from you? Because we got to keep this episode a little short on this end because we're adding in.
No, you're good, dude. Like I said, I didn't really do shit. My sucks to suck this week was nothing because, like I said, after work, I didn't fucking really have to leave the house. So, not that I could have if I wanted to, because the roads were shit, and I wasn't trying to fucking deal with that. Because I'm just gonna go out on a limb here, and I'm gonna say if the roads are bad and you shouldn't be driving on them, probably stay your ass at home. But
yeah, you.
I digress.
Okay. I feel like this. I feel terrible. I should have sent you the sucks to suck to read because this episode in particular, I feel like I'm talking extra.
That doesn't fucking matter.
It matters to me, man.
Oh, I'll make up for it next week.
Okay, great. Well, it's only because now I'm the one that has the Moop and the Amanda this week. So Fuzz just fucking hit it.
I'm
pretty
just
good.
here being pretty, baby.
Yeah, that's true. You are the face of the show.
Being pretty.
I dig it.
God, I hope not. Oh, stretch it.
Oh no, the other one's going.
I was going to say, you're going to pull that thing and you're going to pull your fucking groin and keep it up.
All right, you're not gonna see me in the camera anymore, but you can
I
hear
can
me. No, you
see.
can see me. Yeah, they won't be able to see. Dude, this is
Oh.
bad. Goodness gracious. Okay, so the the Moops. So here's the kicker.
Okay.
Now for New York at least, they put in a travel ban.
Right.
Because they knew it was gonna be such bad snow, and New Yorkers don't know how to fucking do proper snow removal. They're just basically like, yep, just wait till it's bone. So
wait till that shit's done.
yeah, we're just gonna wait until all the snow is down on the ground and down in Long Island, and we're just gonna sit at our houses and have some coffee and fucking just wait out to go do the drive. Fucking cunts. But yes, so I have to fucking go to work no matter what.
Right.
And that would be fine, but there's people. Now this is what makes me laugh the hardest. First and foremost, it's fucking Snowbageddon. Secondly, it's Snowbageddon during a fucking pandemic. What are you doing? You mean to tell me that there's that many essential workers? Like, and you want to tell, yeah, I get it. Essential workers are like food industry workers, retail workers. Okay, I get it. You know what was fucking closed yesterday? All food places and fucking retail. So unless there's more cops, firemen, doctors, and nurses than anywhere else in the fucking world that all happen to be driving at the same time, then you're full of shit and you should have stayed home.
Should have just stayed home. Yeah, I agree.
Why am I driving past fucking soccer moms and just people that wanted to just go driving? It's like, yeah, man, there's literally at that point in time, okay, there's 10 to 11 inches of snow on the fucking Taconic on the highway.
Right.
Now is a great time for you to hop in your Acura Integra and try to fucking make it through that way. Now,
well, I'm so sick of being in the house, man. I just gotta get out to drive.
Yeah, what a great. It's so pretty. Look at the snow. Like, fuck, man. You just fucked my drive up even worse. Bro, I left so early. Early. And I made it to where initially when I checked, I was going to actually make it to work with an hour to spare before I started.
Right.
I pulled in my fucking parking lot at work, and I only had like 5 minutes to get inside before I was to scan in before I was late.
And that's just
because of work, or just because of people driving that shouldn't have been driving.
Like accidents or like
accidents, people biting off more than they could chew, not being able to fucking drive through it. Like, I get it. If you're an essential worker, first responder, doctor, nurse, whatever, and you need to get to work, and all you have is a tiny little fucking hatchback or front wheel drive, only rear wheel drive, whatever. I get it. You got to do what you got to do, but there's no way. There's no way.
No.
And also, the worst. So all those people that unnecessarily, because you also just made travel exceptionally dangerous for the people that do need to fucking travel through it. Exactly. Or that do have emergencies. Like, you made it fucking difficult for people that may have needed to drive a loved one to the hospital. So I just want you to know that is a huge, selfish, cocksucker move. And all of you who unnecessarily drove yesterday are fucking moops.
Mm-hmm. No, absolutely, dude. I 100% agree with that. Because, I mean, I work in the same circumstance as you. Like, my job does not close down. It doesn't. We've been on level 3 snow warnings, and I've still had to go to work, all that shit. But I've also seen it, like with my own eyes, where I'm driving to work, and there's way more cars on the road than I know should be. And I'm just like, why? Why would you do that to yourself? Why would you put yourself in a situation that's more likely than not going to end up bad for you? You're going to get stuck in a ditch. You're going to wreck into a pole. You're going to fucking yeet your car into a fucking tree. You're going to do something stupid. So just stay home.
Me. Now, and this is where I'm giving out 2 Amandas for this. So those, they're the moops. Right. Now, one of those drivers in particular is going to be an Amanda, because now here's the kicker. So one guy in particular. Now, I don't drive, like, I have a fucking Wrangler. I have 4-wheel drive. I'm still not that guy that's going to drive fast in the fucking snow. I know that four-wheel drive doesn't make me fucking immune to black ice, slipping, sliding. It just helps me safely get from point A to point B at a normal pace that you should be driving in the snow.
Of course.
That being said, when there's 2 lanes of fucking traffic, I can't stand, like, dude, the road, I get it. You can't see the lines. Use common sense. So this motherfucker in front of me is going, and I'm not exaggerating, he's going 12 miles per hour on a fucking highway. If you are driving and you have to drive at 12 miles per hour, and I see the car slipping like this a little bit, you should be getting off on the next fucking exit and going home.
Parking.
Or parking.
Yeah.
Period.
Yep.
Well, no. This guy wants to drive 12 miles per hour for about 15 miles. And I'm behind him, and I'm far off him. So he's going 12. Now I'm idling. I'm doing idle speeds, which is between 5 and 7 miles per hour.
Yes.
Because I'm not trying to be up his ass, Casey Brando.
Yeah, no.
Like, I'm trying to do it safely. But that being said, I know how to be a responsible, respectful driver. But the people behind me sure aren't. So I have dudes this far off my ass.
Right.
And then finally, so now this area opens up to 3 lanes. And I'm sorry. The reason why I was stuck behind,
because he was in the middle. Oh.
And I'm not about to pass him on the left because there's not enough room. I'm not about to pass him on the right because there's not enough room. So I had to eat that. Well, finally it opens up to 3 lanes, and there's a full lane. He's going 12. I'm now going like 20, which is the max I'll go to pass somebody during a snowstorm. Gotcha. And then let's say the speed limit is 65. I'm not going more than 25 to 30.
No,
I'm slowly and safely going next to him. This guy is going fucking berserk, punching the fucking steering. Fuck you. And I'm like, what? Because how dare I passed him?
Bro, you're putting everybody in danger of being on the fucking road in your fucking machine that can't handle the fucking snow. Like, if anything, I'm just trying to safely avoid you so you don't fuck me up.
Yeah, or how about this? You're in a fucking like Hyundai accent. I'm going to demolish your fucking car if I crash into you. Like, I'm gonna get my bumper might get scuffed and cracked, but you're gonna get fucked. So maybe I'm trying to be cognizant of you. So just how about you get out of the way? So there's that. So there's Amanda number 1. Amanda number 2 is now I'm venting about this to somebody. We're talking back and forth with a person that I associate with from back home who's kind of super annoying, and is one of those people that like really go out of their way to publicly, like, they film them. It actually kind of irritates me. They film them. They put them on social media if they're just walking even through a parking lot without a mask, or you're a piece of shit. You don't care about anybody. Mask.
Yeah.
I'm saying this to this person about how it's really irritating that this individual and other individuals were on the roads. Yeah. And you know what they tell me? This probably ended the fucking friendship, honestly, because this irritated me to no end, because I can't stand hypocrites. They go, and what right is it of yours, even if that person wanted to just get out and have some air, to say and complain about somebody who wants to go for a drive, and it's their risk that they're taking on themselves to go for that drive if they want to drive during a snowstorm. And I look at them
that's wrong.
Oh, this is where I completely fucking just shit. Like, opened up their mouth and took the biggest fucking diarrhea shit ever all over them. I said, you know what's funny about this? Is you push this mask thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, well, yeah, that's a law. That's mandated. I'm like, yeah, so is a fucking travel ban.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is.
By your philosophy that I shouldn't care that he's putting everybody else's safety at risk, then you shouldn't give a fuck if somebody goes out and doesn't have a mask on.
Agreed.
Because both people are breaking the rules, and both people have no regard for their safety or the safety of others, apparently. So tell me how that's fucking different.
I'll do you one better. When I had to go to work once the pandemic first started and everything like that, my work gave me a paper. It is literally a contract binding paper saying, if I am to get pulled over for being outside of my house when we're supposed to all be inside, I have to show this to the officer saying the only reason I'm outside is because I am essential and I have to go to work. We also get those around wintertime because we don't shut down like you guys.
Yeah.
To where if I'm out during a level 3, which is it's Ohio's version of a travel ban, we have to show that as well so we don't get a ticket, so we don't get in trouble. So by my job giving me that paper, that says to me, that's a law. And the only way I get out of said law is by having this piece of paper.
Yep.
I don't get any paper about wearing a mask.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that's why I got really irritated. So
I can understand that, dude. That's kind of bullshit.
Yeah,
you can't pick and choose what's a real issue and what's not a real issue, man. And I feel that lots of people do that.
Yeah, they love to pick and choose. They're think it's a fucking all you can eat buffet and they can just pick
Well,
and choose.
and also to go back to what he said, I'm not a person to tell somebody that they can't do that. No, I'm not. But I would hope that even if you were having a moment to where you've been stuck in the house too long, you would just go out into your driveway and sit in your car.
Yeah.
Because putting that vehicle on the freeway at 12 miles an hour while you're fishtailing because your car is not equipped to handle the snow that much is actually putting more people in danger than you just staying the fuck home or sitting outside in your car in your fucking driveway if you need to get out of your house or throw on some snow pants and take a walk. I mean, these are just options if you're like stuck in your fucking house and you're having issues. I'm not telling you what to do, but there are safer options than hopping in your car and putting several other people's lives at risk that don't have a choice to stay home.
Yep. Now, to be fair, if Mr. Hyundai Accent happens to be an essential worker, I don't know, fuck you anyway. You handle that situation extremely poorly and don't take up 2 lanes. So, eat my ass.
See, that's the other thing though. Like I've noticed that like when you drive in the snow like that, man, there are 2 types of like people. Like I could see that if he was the only person on the road and he really didn't have, like a car in front of him to follow when you can't see the lines because you're kind of the dude making the path. So you're like, "Oh fuck, I don't know exactly where the lines are." But like if you're out on the road and there's people in front of you, like those people are already following said path. And
Dude,
if you notice that you're in between 2 lanes of people,
you need that then? You know what you could do? You look in your rearview mirror, which you should be doing constantly, scanning your mirrors when you're driving, everyone. You see that, oh, maybe this guy behind me in a more equipped vehicle, slightly move over. You know what? I will lead the way. I will be your snow Moses, okay? I will fucking part the snow sea for you. I will be your snow Moses, okay? Get the fuck out of the way, you fucking Amanda. And Lewis, not that you support the show or really like me anymore because you're a cocksucker. You're an Amanda too because you're a hypocritical piece of shit. And you know what? Yeah, officially, cancel on that friendship. Eat my ass.
Booyah, bitch.
Right. And that's that.
That's that today.